Hey everyone, it's Jeff, and welcome back to this channel where we teach you how to go from zero to hero in your finances using simple biblical principles. Today, we're talking about something super important for getting ahead financially: budgeting. Look, I get it. Budgeting isn't the most exciting topic, but trust me, budgeting is the key to financial freedom. It's about taking control of your money so your money doesn't control you. So if you're ready to unlock your financial potential, ditch the debt, and start building the life you want, buckle up. In this video, I'm breaking down how to create a budget that works for you and how to stick with it. Let's do this. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is a budget? In simplest terms, a budget is just a plan for your money. It's like a roadmap that outlines where your income is coming from and where it's going each month. Think of it like planning a road trip. You wouldn't just hop in the car and start driving without any idea of your destination, right? A budget is your financial roadmap. It helps you track your income and manage your expenses. Whatever your financial goals are, a budget is the tool that helps you achieve them. It's about making conscious decisions about your money so you're in the driver's seat of your financial journey. By tracking your income and expenses, you gain a clear understanding of where your money is going. Before you even think about crunching numbers, we need to talk about why we're doing this in the first place. What are your financial goals? This is crucial because your goals will determine how you structure your budget. Are you dreaming of buying your first investment property? Maybe you want to build a solid emergency fund, or perhaps you're ready to tackle that student loan debt. Whatever it is, get specific. Don't just say, I want to save more money. How much more? By when? What are you saving for? Write it down. Once you have your goals, prioritize them. Focus on one or two main goals at a time. Rank your goals in order of importance. Break down larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Each time you hit a milestone, celebrate your success. It will keep you motivated and remind you that you're on the right track. Now that we've got our goals locked in, it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of your finances. And that starts with understanding your income. Grab your bank statements, your pay stubs, or whatever you use to track your earnings. Start by listing out all your sources of income. Be sure to calculate your income based on your net income, not your gross income. Your net income is what you actually take home after taxes and deductions. This number is the foundation of your budget. It's the starting point for figuring out how much you can realistically allocate to your expenses, savings, and investments. Now that we know how much money you have coming in, it's time to take a hard look at where it's all going. Understanding your expenses is crucial to managing your finances effectively. It's time to track your expenses. This means recording every single purchase, no matter how small. The goal here is to get a crystal clear picture of your spending habits. By doing this, you can identify patterns and areas where you might be overspending. Start by gathering your bank statements, credit card bills, and any other records of your spending. This will give you a comprehensive view of your financial outflows. Create a list of all your expenses, both big and small. Don't forget to include those little purchases that can add up over time, like your daily coffee or snacks. Now let's categorize those expenses. This will help you see where your money is going and make it easier to identify areas for potential savings. I like to break them down into three main categories: fixed expenses, variable expenses, and periodic expenses. This way you can see which expenses are essential and which ones are more flexible. Fixed expenses are the bills that stay relatively the same from month to month, like your rent or mortgage payment. These are your non-negotiable costs. Variable expenses are the ones that can fluctuate each month, like groceries and entertainment. These are the areas where you might have more control and flexibility. Periodic expenses are those costs that pop up occasionally throughout the year, like car maintenance. These can sometimes catch you off guard if you're not prepared. Be brutally honest with yourself. Look at your spending with a critical eye. Are there any areas where you're overspending? Maybe you're dining out more than you realized, or those online shopping sprees are adding up. Are there any subscriptions you're paying for but never use? These can be easy to overlook, but can add up to significant savings if canceled. The goal here isn't to make you feel bad about your spending habits. It's about awareness and making informed decisions. It's about identifying areas where you can potentially cut back. Even small changes can lead to big savings over time. Free up more cash flow to put towards your financial goals. By understanding and managing your expenses, you can take control of your financial future. Now it's time to put it all together and create your budget. This is where all your planning and preparation come into play. Creating a budget might seem daunting at first, but it's a powerful tool that can help you take control of your finances and achieve your financial goals. Don't worry, this isn't about complicated spreadsheets unless that's your thing. You don't need to be a financial expert to create a budget that works for you. The key is to keep it simple and manageable. You can keep it super simple with a pen and paper, a basic spreadsheet, or even a budgeting app. Each method has its own advantages, so choose the one that you feel most comfortable with. The goal is to have a clear picture of your income and expenses. The important thing is to find a method that works for you. Everyone's financial situation is unique, so your budgeting method should reflect your personal preferences and lifestyle. Remember that net income figure we talked about earlier? That's our starting point. Your net income is the amount of money you have available after taxes and other deductions. It's crucial to know this number because it sets the foundation for your budget. Now we're going to allocate that income to our various expense categories. This step involves dividing your net income into different categories such as housing, food, transportation, and entertainment. Be realistic about your spending habits and make sure to allocate enough funds to each category. Start with your fixed expenses. These are the costs that remain the same each month, like rent or mortgage payments, utility bills, and insurance premiums. Fixed expenses are usually non-negotiable, so it's important to account for them first. Next, allocate funds for your variable expenses. These are the costs that can fluctuate from month to month, such as groceries, dining out, and entertainment. It's important to track these expenses closely to avoid overspending. If you find that you're consistently overspending in a particular category, see if you can cut back a bit. Adjusting your budget is a normal part of the process, and it's important to be flexible and willing to make changes as needed. Don't forget to factor in your savings goals. Treat your savings like any other expense. Pay yourself first by setting aside money for savings before you spend on other things. This will help you build a financial cushion and work towards your long-term goals. Make sure your expenses don't exceed your income. This is the golden rule of budgeting. If your expenses are higher than your income, you'll need to make some adjustments to avoid going into debt. If your expenses are higher than your income, you have two options: either increase your income or decrease your expenses. Look for ways to boost your income, such as taking on a side job or selling unused items, or find areas where you can cut back on spending. Even small changes can make a big difference over time. Simple adjustments like cutting back on dining out or finding cheaper alternatives for your regular expenses can add up and help you stay within your budget. Take a close look at your budget and see where you can make some adjustments. Regularly reviewing your budget will help you stay on track and make sure you're meeting your financial goals. Budgeting isn't about deprivation, it's about making conscious choices that align with your financial goals. By being mindful of your spending and making intentional decisions, you can create a budget that supports your lifestyle and helps you achieve your dreams. Now comes the real challenge: sticking to your budget. Sticking to a budget takes discipline and effort, especially in the beginning, but trust me, it gets easier over time. And the payoff is huge. Track your spending like a hawk. Use budgeting apps and spreadsheets to track every single dollar you spend. Be flexible and adjust your budget as needed. Life happens. Unexpected expenses pop up. Automate your savings. Set up a recurring transfer from your checking account to your savings account each month. Find an accountability partner. Tell a friend, family member, or financial advisor about your budgeting goals. Visualize your goals. Keep your financial goals front and center. Celebrate your successes. Reward yourself when you reach a milestone or achieve a financial goal. Budgeting is a journey, not a destination. Stay the course, be patient, and never give up on your financial goals. So, you've created a killer budget and you're feeling pretty good about it. You've taken the time to outline your income, track your expenses, and set some financial goals. And you're diligently tracking your spending. Great job! This is a crucial step in taking control of your finances and ensuring that you are on the right path. But here's the thing about budgets. They're not meant to be set in stone. Life is constantly changing, and with it, your financial situation can change too. And your budget needs to change with it. Whether it's a new job, a change in your living situation, or unexpected expenses, your budget should be flexible enough to adapt. Review and adjust your budget regularly. This isn't a one-time task, it's an ongoing process that helps you stay on top of your financial health. I recommend doing a full budget review at least once a month. Set a reminder on your phone or mark it on your calendar to ensure you don't forget. Think of it like a financial checkup. Just as you would visit a doctor for a regular health checkup, your budget needs the same kind of attention. During your budget review, take a look at the following. Review your income. Has it changed since you last updated your budget? Analyze your expenses. Have any of your fixed expenses changed? Evaluate your variable expenses. Are you consistently overspending in any categories? If so, it's time to make some adjustments. Assess your progress towards your financial goals. Are you on track to reach your savings goals? If not, consider what changes you need to make to get back on track. Consider any upcoming expenses or life changes. Planning ahead can help you avoid financial surprises and keep your budget in check. Your budget is a living document. It's not meant to be perfect, it's meant to be functional. Don't be afraid to make changes as needed. Don't be afraid to experiment, make adjustments, and find what works best for you. Remember, the goal is to create a budget that supports your financial well-being, and find what works best for you. A well-maintained budget can lead to financial success and peace of mind. That's it for today's video on budgeting basics. I hope you found it helpful. Remember, budgeting doesn't have to be complicated or restrictive. It's about taking control of your finances so you can live the life you want. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more financial tips and advice. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Thanks for watching, and remember, the best time to start budgeting was yesterday. The second best time is now. Go out there and crush your financial goals. Stay blessed.